hey, it's my birthday. Celebrate yourselves because you are the ones who made me great. And I will acknowledge your contributions with donuts.
What's up, everybody, and welcome. Everybody's having a great Saturday evening. Tonight, we're bringing back the Metal Taco Show. It's been a while. We brought back the intro that we ain't played in a long, long time. It's been since last year. But we got a special occasion tonight. The man, the myth, the legend, Erik Santos. It's his birthday tonight. So we're going to have a birthday bash for Erik. Let me bring the birthday boy in right now.
Hey,
happy birthday, Erik. What's going on?
All right. Yeah, here chilling at home.
Man, I played that intro. That's the first time I've played that intro since last year. It's been a while. Let me lower
yeah.
It has been a while. I missed it, man. We got to get back to it. But I got a special guest. He said he's got to run, so he's gonna come in real quick. So let me pop the Bad Bunny in here for you. It ain't the Bad Bunny. It ain't Bad Bunny, but it's a Bad Bunny. So let me pop his bunny ass in here real quick. Well, he's got his rooster out for me right now, but
oh, yeah, I had to bring the cock in here first.
I bring the cock. Hey, you always got to bring the cock in the stream, you know. That's what brings the views, the subs, and the stats, you know.
Since you asked, you will receive.
You will receive.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Erik. Happy birthday to you.
Man, I had to get that arranged, man. You had to hook up Ticketmaster to get DJ to come in, man. He gets some special occasions, man.
Now you wanted the Bad Bunny.
Well, here's a Bad Bunny. I told him, I said, we're going to have a Bad Bunny. Oh, there he is, the Bad Bunny.
Oh, well.
Nice. Deej, you doing okay today, man?
I'm wore out.
Yes, thank God it's a weekend, man. I know. I seen you out there farming on your videos the other day. I was like,
oh hell, I was out push mowing the neighbor's lawn tonight. I just got done like an hour ago.
Oh wow,
tired. I'm getting too old for this shit.
Oh.
Oh.
And yes, RPG. Oh God, no.
Oh God, no. Yep. Hey, I was trying to get a hold of DJ. I was like, DJ, come on in, brother, for me. I got this special thing for Erik. Now I know Erik enjoy this. In the chat, we got a lot of Eric. You got a lot of wishes. The Big O Show, Odyssey, wish you a happy birthday. LDG, wish you a happy birthday. Of course, Deej, I love food. G Major, thank you guys for popping in and wishing Eric a happy birthday.
Everyone, appreciate it.
Now, you two have fun. I'm going to go back down and listen for a little bit before I take off and go get other shit done. But have a good birthday.
DJ, I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate
and
it,
don't
brother.
do like I did on mine. Don't get drunk.
No, we went to a drunk show.
Don't pass out in the middle of the stream. Don't do that.
No, we won't try to. We won't try to. Like I said, I appreciate it. Everybody wish Eric a happy birthday. I appreciate it in the chat. It popped in there. But like it's the man right there. The man's day today, Eric. How's it feel, man? One day older, man. One day older, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, I'm 40. I'm getting up there.
Yeah. I couldn't take him to the club, so I had to bring the club to him. If you notice the background, we had the girl in the champagne glass for Eric, so it's, I had to bring the club to Eric, man.
Oh man.
But Eric, there is I did get a couple other there was special videos sent to me for your birthday, so I was gonna play a few a little by little through the chat. Let for everybody can check them out. I mean, you got some high-ranking messages here. I mean, even from let me see, let me find them here for you. Where are they at? Because they sent them to
Yeah,
me.
as long as it's not the penis guy.
No. He didn't know. He didn't. Well, one of our good friends from the weather station that we know usually hangs out with us from the for the wrestling shows. I won't mention his name, but he sent me this for you.
Today, high temperatures are expected all over the world, and all because of the fact that such a hot cutie like you was born today.
'Cause today is your day. Hola. You deserve a grand fiesta, and later on siesta, and the best of everything.
I'm sure I'll get a message from that one.
Don't see him out of his butt. That's fine.
Everybody chats like, "What in the hell is that?" But yeah, that's a little inside joke there. But this is one. This one's from closer to your house here. Some of your pooch friends sent me this one here.
Happy birthday, best friend. Look in your shows. I left a smelly present for you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
That's funny.
Bon and his friends from the neighborhood sent me that one for us into you. So, and one of our former, we have a presidential thing from you here. I'm gonna send this. He sent this.
Guess who's back? The former president decided to send a message to you personally on this special day.
I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday. I would never say in your case that you're fired because you're doing too well. So I'll just say you're hired. You're spectacular. You have a long way to go.
And our current dumbass that we have right now, he sent this.
It's my birthday.
Yes. Oh, you shouldn't have done, Lily. Oh. Happy birthday to me.
I'm surprised you ain't able to sing that.
Now watch my. Hey, if you're buying, I'm sorry guys, if you're buying supporter, I need my subs go down a little bit for that, but facts is facts. Let's see. Oh God, let's see. A bag over your head. Let's see, what did D just say? A bag over her head and one over mine, and it's all good. Oh Lord, LDG man, if you want to pop in, I put the link, man. I know you sometimes unless you're backstage, but yeah, that was a couple little requests there, so I had to pop them in there for you and wish you a good happy birthday. So,
Thanks.
so and many more. So Eric, what's new, man? I heard you saw Doctor Strange 2 right before your birthday. So,
Oh yeah. The movie was okay. Yeah, I used to stop laughing. Got wiped out.
You're chopping up a little bit, Eric. Or it might be me. So let me see.
Yeah, I hear your fan
Yeah.
in the background.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Might be my fan. Let me turn that down a little bit. But so it wasn't what you expected to.
Yeah. I used to love the Illuminati part, how they got wiped out and
2 minutes, 5 minutes, what it was. Yeah. Yeah, that was kind of sad. Let me turn this fan down real quick, guys.
The part where when Black Widow.
All right, we're back. All right, yeah, that fan was making it's hot, but it was making a little noise there. So, yeah, I know. I told you last week about it, and I was like, I told you, yeah, go see it, but I was like, I wouldn't go see it in IMAX or 3D or anything like that. Like we went, I saw, and it wasn't as to me. Some people like it. I like the Batman better myself. I thought the Batman was a better movie.
Oh yeah,
but
yeah, the Batman movie was
yeah.
So the movie and the zombie strain. The possesses dead body near the end of the movie.
Yeah,
that was hilarious.
Eric, you're going in and out a little bit. There's a little chop in there. I don't know. It's like cutting out on you.
Yeah, that's weird. Let me see. Hold on a second.
There it goes. There it goes. Okay. Well, guys in the chat, I do have the link in there. If y'all are welcome to pop in, if you want to talk. Well, I mean, it's Eric's birthday bash, but we're gonna talk about stuff going on just like on regular stream because that's what we do. We're gonna talk wrestling, movies, TV, and whatever the hell we want. What's going on? We think is cool. So, we haven't been. Me and Eric haven't been to many wrestling shows lately. I know Eric's been to more than I have, but hopefully in the summer we'll get back and have a couple more shows. I know Sean pops in. He just was at one last night. I believe Thursday night. So he was in Cocoa Beach. So he's our autograph specialist on the Wrestling Throwdown show when we do that show. So he's the specialist on autographs and on the shows. So, but I mean, what else? We just had Moon Knight ended. You finally got to see it all that, right? The Moon Knight show on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I saw Moon Knight,
Halo. So which one do you like better? Well, which one do you like? Well, Moon Knight's already over. You like the Halo or the Moon Knight sort of better?
They're both good. I mean, at the beginning, Halo was getting kind of bad, but then the last few episodes was pretty good.
Yeah, like the last episode. I know I seen somebody said that Master Chief finally got it on with a girl and all that. I was expecting him. I was thinking, is this? I didn't know what the rate. I was thinking, what is the ratings of this show? Because I know we did see Master Chief's ass in one episode, and we got to see the other Spartan's ass, and that was the girl's ass. So I was like, whew, thank God we didn't just see just guys' asses. All we're going to see in the show. And then it was like, they're getting it on, but it was like you know, they didn't show much. They didn't show much. I was just waiting for her, like, that little thing she got in her finger, like, to poke him in the back of the head or something with it. So I was like,
Yeah,
oh, Lord.
hemorrhoids.
But, yeah, something. But, see, the problem with the Halo show to me is they have episodes that, you know, that, like, the episode before that didn't even have Master Chief in it for, like, it was like a Boba Fett episode. It had Master Chief in there for like 2 minutes, and it went off to the other side of the galaxy with that
Asian.
the Asian girl. And I'm like, what does this have to do with the main part of the story? I guess they'll figure out how it'll tie in, you know. But to me, it was like I'd rather see Master Chief and and fighting the Covenant and all that. You know, I know people who watch, you know, are really into Halo, the games, and I know some people are upset because it doesn't exactly go over the lore with the games and all. I mean, but it's been a decent series so far. I mean, I enjoyed it. There's, like I said, some episodes has been really good and some of them has like been really low, but at least I haven't like gave up. You know, I hadn't give up. I mean, there was a couple episodes I was like, about ready to give up on it. But then I said, I keep watching it. And then it got really good. And then it had a real bad one. And sort of like the Mandalorian did. You know, the Mandalorian had some really good ones, and then you had a couple of them that was just like little mediocre. But but overall, it's not a bad series. I think it's going to be, I mean, anybody knows, I think 10, 12 episodes in this series. And I'm assuming they'll do a season 2. I mean, it's pretty much, I've already heard now they're supposed to make a movie. Well, they were supposed to make a movie on this thing for the last 10 years anyway. So, I mean, that's already, been said on that anyway. So, just like the Peacemaker, I'm hoping they already said they're gonna make a Peacemaker 2 series. So I'm happy. I'm excited about that. That's another one. So,
yeah, I love the Peacemaker.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these series, I get a little, they'll make one season and they're like, oh, that's it. They're not making no more. And then, especially something if you get into it, it's like, I know that Cowboy Bebop, series with Netflix. I mean, I didn't really see. I watched the whole season. I never watched it's an anime. You probably knew more about it than me. So I didn't know nothing about it. I didn't know the cartoon, the anime, nothing about it. And, some people said the characters weren't right. I mean, it was confusing me, parts of it. But I watched the whole thing and I'm like, okay, I get some of it, but it left off. You need a season 2, and then they canceled it. And I'm like, well, fuck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the language, guys. But I'm like, I watched this whole thing, and now there is not going to be, there's not going to be no season 2.
Yeah, I'm a big anime fan. I've seen all of Cowboy Bebop anime, and yeah, they kind of changed the characters.
Thank you, Deej. Yeah.
Yeah, the series was good. I mean, I'm surprised they canceled it.
Well, that's the thing with Netflix, and that's why Netflix is just a poorly run company. Well, I mean, look at them. They're right now. They lost how many subscribers? They just tanked, and I mean, they're saying they're in trouble, and now they're going to go to a commercial-based platform. They're telling people they can't. They say can't share your password, but the thing is, see, like mine, my kids use it. And, how are they going to crack? How far are they going to crack down on that? So like, is it got to be localized right there together? Because my kids might use I got 2 or 3 accounts, so my son uses mine. So how they're going to start how much are they going to crack down on that? I know probably people have been really using it, misusing it, but they're sort of pissing a lot of people off now. And then like the shows, there's some shows in there that people like, and they've after one season cancel. I just hope to God they finish Cobra Kai out. I right now, it's got one more. This season's already taped, and it's supposed to have at least one more, maybe 2. I don't know how far they're going to go with it, but I don't want them to just leave it here and there's a big ass open hole after 5 seasons. That's what I'm afraid of. I just know way Netflix does. And I'm not a Stranger Things fan, but I'm after hearing the same thing there, they're fixing to shut that series off. So I don't know. I'm not, I watched the first 3 of them, but didn't really get into it. But I mean, people have, there's a lot of holes and, they haven't completely filled in yet. So ending a series like that is kind of, because once it's gone, it's not coming back. There's no way, there's nobody going to bring it back. So that's why, and the same thing with the Cobra Kai. You got all these people alive. It's amazing. They've did this series, and all these people from the original 4 movies are still alive, and they've been able to bring them back, and they've came back. Because sometimes you get a character, they say, I'm not coming back. Like Silver or Crease or one of them say, I'm not coming back to do that kind of movie. I ain't doing that. I did that in 1980s. Some of them, they don't have nothing else to do, and they're going to take the paycheck, but. It's just amazing. I just don't want them to okay, I'm looking at season 5 is going to be building up to the tournament. So that means they're not going to, I don't think they'll get to the tournament at the end of season 5 because, you got the, what's his name? It's went back to Mexico and, it was Mexico, right? He went back to Latin America, then,
Yeah.
So you figure he's going to be down there for probably half of the season, and then you got to figure Kreese is he's still in jail, so they're going to have to figure out how to get him out of jail, and now supposedly that how are they going to be able to train because they're not allowed to train in the valley, and then they got Cobra Kai's everywhere because that's what they're showing the previous show because it's coming out in September. They're going to have Cobra Kai's. And I'm not 100% sure, but Mike Barnes is probably coming back to help Silver out. So that's what they're rumored. So, and it makes sense because that was him in the 3rd movie. And I'm hoping they bring Hilary Swank in from the 4th movie. I'll somehow figure out how to bring her in, just to tie it all together. Because even though that is a part of that Miyagi series, because Miyagi was in that one. Now the Will Smith one, the Jackie Chan, you leave that one out. That has nothing to do with the series. But yeah, definitely, bring Hilary Swank back in just for something to tie it in, and then just make it end well. Just make it have a good ending that everybody's happy with. Just don't leave it at we're gonna leave it in the tournament and then we're gonna cancel the series or something. But
yeah, I agree.
Guys in the chat, if you got any questions for Erik for his birthday, shoot them out. I mean, we're here. We're just having fun. We're just trying to have a fun show. I mean, if anybody's in there want to pop in, LDG, I see G Major, and y'all want food, y'all want to pop in, I mean, you're welcome. Just let me know. I think I got the link up in there. I mean, it's not. We're gonna talk about all kinds of stuff. Whatever is on anybody's mind. We can talk about why gas is $4.50 a gallon today. It just went up, so probably going to be by $5 by Memorial Day. So everybody, it's like me and Erik. We're staying home, and this is our party. This is our club right now. So, so can't afford to go out nowhere.
Yeah. Have you seen the series Ozark?
I haven't seen it. Is that one on? Is it on Netflix?
Yeah, it's good.
I haven't seen that. I've heard about it, but I haven't seen it.
I saw the final season, and it was crazy. A lot of stuff happened. It was really good. I think it's one of the best seasons.
Really? Yeah, I have heard about it, but I haven't seen it, Erik. I mean, I really.
But yeah, a lot of stuff happened in that season. It was crazy. It was really good.
Wow. Yeah, I haven't really had a chance. I'm sort of glad we got like 2 more weeks for Obi-Wan to come out because I really haven't had time. It's pretty much it sucks because usually the shows will come out on Wednesday, and and we usually but he didn't have it this week. He has a show on Wednesday evening, and I haven't been able, due to work and all that, I have not been able to watch the show, and it sort of sucks going into a stream with somebody, and that's the main topic, like G Major, me, him, sometimes LDG and Danny and Basco show, but I hate going to a show and then not be prepared on something, because they're throwing facts out or stuff. And I was like, well, I haven't seen the show. I hope I like this last season, that last episode, but I hope this one is good. But I just right now I haven't been able to. Pretty much like Halo, I just saw it last night, and I think that one came out Thursday. So I was catching up with that one too. So I was making sure the weekend trying to catch up on it. For right now, ain't nothing going on Disney Plus. I think Obi-Wan's the next show. That's coming out at the end of the month, and then I think we get Miss Marvel or something, but we'll see on that one. I don't know if I'll probably watch it just to see what it ties, because it probably has something to tie in that you'll need to watch it just to be one of them one and done series. But it's just it's sort of like, I know, like LDG say, like a WandaVision, it's like one and done. You probably watch it one time and you ain't gonna watch it again. Moon Knight, I would say I watched it more than any other Disney Plus series. There was some episodes I saw. I saw every episode twice, and it was 2 of them I saw 3 times because it was just I was trying to understand it. See, it was a character I didn't know nothing. I knew the character, I knew about the character, but I knew nothing about the character. Anything, all this,
personality. Yeah.
Now, so G Major, he knew the guy. I think you met G. You came in here one time. He knew, but he had the comics of this character, so he knew. So when we was talking in that discussion, he actually knew what hell was going on. See, I'm like every episode, I'm just like, it was like watching Jurassic Park. With the original Jurassic Park for the first time. You have no clue what the hell's going to happen, and that's the way I was when I was watching the series. It was like you were in awe sometimes, and like, okay, so you can't. It was good because you didn't go in there and nitpick and stuff. Because the problem with some of these series, you'll go in there like, oh, Captain America didn't have a red hadn't have a red stripe on his left arm. He had a blue one, or even they changed a little bit of the character or the plot story. So that's the problem with a lot of those series. People were already nitpicking on stuff because they knew too much of that character. So it was nice to actually see it go into a show with a character that you knew nothing about, and so it's hard to nitpick with something you don't know nothing about. So
I felt the same way because I don't know much about Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So I was like, what?
Well, I was confused. I'm like, well, how's this going to end? And that's why I had to go back and watch it like a couple times. And there was, I think it was we was talking about. There was one episode I didn't like it, but I didn't understand it. It was the one where he was fighting the jackal, and I was telling him, I said I didn't like that because he was out there, looked like he was just punching thin air and all that, and then I was like, that didn't look like he was just like a blue screen. But as I went back and I see, it was in his head, different things, and I was like, oh, okay. So it was actually okay. I actually understood the episode after watching the second. I think I might have watched that one 3 times because I was trying to figure out what was going on. But I still have questions about it, but it was nice to have a series that, you were like, wow, what is this? That was cool. His suit, the way he flew across the thing. So I don't even know if that was in the comics. I know G said he might not have flew or something, but I was pretty cool. Yeah. Food says something about it. I'm very excited about Obi-Wan. Read the 2 books, rewatched the Clone series, and episode 3. I want to see it, but I keep hearing this thing about this Inquisitor, and she flashes the red lightsaber in front of Luke, and that to me that just ruins the original series because he shouldn't see no lightsabers or nothing. So if I was him, I would not have had him near any of that. But we'll see. There's rumors and stuff, so hopefully, sometimes, they put fake things out, and actually, like the Hulk when he was running in Avengers, and he wasn't in the movie like doing that. He was Bruce Banner. So maybe they're faking us. Who knows? This is Disney. So who knows? But after watching Last Jedi and the last 2 Star Wars movies, who knows? Because they really stunk it up there. But Moon Knight gets C+ overall. That's I would give it a. It's hard to say. I would give it a. I enjoyed it. It's hard to say. not knowing the character. I mean, I gave it a probably A- B+ because I mean, but Food might know the character more. He'd be like, gee, maybe it was not into the comics, but I mean, it was like, I would give it a probably A- B+. That would have been me because I mean, it wasn't perfect, but I mean, it was better than Loki. It was better than WandaVision. It was better than Hawkeye. It was better than What If? What else? The other one we had? Falcon. I like Falcon and Winter Soldier. I would probably it would be. I don't. I think I'd put Falcon Winter Soldier over it. I think that would be my favorite out of all the ones that came over.
Oh.
Are you ever going to watch again? Not for Food. Not for a while. I mean, I like I said, I saw every episode at least twice, some 3 times. I mean, I would maybe when they get another. If they do I don't know if they're going to do a season 2 because I'm hearing they're not doing a season 2. I'm hearing that he's going to be straight into a movie. It may not be his own movie, but he might be collaborating with a movie. I'm hearing maybe. I even heard maybe in the next what do you call it? Well, would be Falcon Winter Soldier or Captain America 4 or something. Maybe I've heard maybe he'll be in that. So I'm not really sure. I mean, it's hard to say. Right now, I wouldn't watch it again for a while because like I said, we just had it. Was it 6 episodes, 5 episodes, 6 episodes? So we have watched every episode twice. Like 1 or 2 of them I've watched 3 times because I was just trying to figure out the hell what's going on. So probably if I watch it again, it won't be for a while. But all the other series, I don't know, man. It would have to. Something would happen to happen in the movies, so I'd have to just go back and sneak like Loki or one of them to see a couple. But I wouldn't watch the whole series, maybe an episode or something, just trying to figure out something in the movies. But it would be hard to watch any. I really ain't been no series that we've had that I would rewatch on Disney Plus, Star Wars or Marvel. They ain't been really. I'll tell you a series that I would watch again. That probably maybe not right now, but maybe couple months from now, that Peacemaker, I watch that again. I enjoy the hell out of that show. I enjoy the music. I laugh my ass off. I could watch that series again, and I would be laughing and smiling at it. But the Disney Plus shows, no, I wouldn't. I do now. I never got to see the Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Punisher, Defender series that was on Netflix. For now, they're on Disney Plus, so I probably going to watch those because I mean I saw bits and pieces of them, but I didn't have Netflix at the time when they were on Netflix, so I probably will watch those. And I know some people said they were really good. I think Eric told me they were really good. So, but it's hard to watch a whole series. Again, it'd have to be something like really special to watch. Say Falcon Winter Soldier is the bottom of the list. Oh, too political. Yeah, no. I mean, there's parts of it, but I mean, there was a lot more action, a lot more makes more sense than. Yeah, I mean, I know political. They have political and everything. Even this Moon Knight had political stuff. It's hard not. I mean, Disney, Marvel, they're a liberal company. They're going to put liberal stuff in there. I mean, it's hard to. It ain't like Howard the Duck or something or somebody. It's gonna. They're gonna push the agenda. I mean, I only saw the very first scene of Peacemaker. Peacemaker was funny as hell. I mean, I enjoyed it. It was just hilarious. I know there was some there was a really dark humor in that show too, but it was just I can't stand John Cena as an actor, or he aggravates me as a wrestler too. I'm not a big John Cena fan. But I really enjoy. He just played a perfect role.
Yeah,
it was
that role perfect. Yeah, that was
dude, and that part with his dad and all that, and they put that song with the Faster Pussycat, dude. It just fit it perfect and all that. And and his dad. Only thing I didn't like is how they. I wish they wouldn't have killed his dad off on that. I would have liked to see his dad continued on. That's the only thing I would say I regretted on that show. I would have liked to see his dad because his dad was freaking hilarious the way he acted. I mean, he was like, he was hardcore Nazi, whatever you want to call him. QKK, whatever. What the white or red? Or what is he? The white dragon or the dragon? But yeah, but I mean, he was just a perfect villain. And I wish they wouldn't have took him out so quickly, but especially it was like it. But there was some funny ass scenes. That eagle, I love that eagle in that thing, eagly. So yeah, definitely.
Eagly.
Eagly, yeah. And then the music was awesome. I mean, I grew up with that music and all the rock and metal music, and just like James Gunn did with Guardians of the Galaxy, he fit music that made perfect sense with the scenes. If they run raging with that van that he had, I can't remember which song it was, but he had a couple. It was a road rage type song. I don't know if he had a couple different ones. They would just fit perfect with the theme, and everything. And it says like what TD it looked like he's doing with Thor. He put "Sweet Child of Mine" with that Thor. It sort of fits in perfect. With the Thor movie coming up.
Yeah, my favorite part was when he fought the alien chick, the heavy metal alien.
Oh, at the beginning of the second episode, or was it first, second?
Yeah.
Oh man, she was trying to kill him. Oh my god, that was funny as hell.
Yeah, he banged her.
He was banging her, and then she saw that little paper, and then he tried to kill her. Or she tried to kill him, and they blew up the car out there. Oh my god, it was funny.
Yeah, that was so funny.
Oh man. Yeah, that definitely wasn't a PG-13 show. I'll say that. Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking. See, that was like when Master Chief was, doing his thing with the girl with the what's her name? I was thinking, man, we're fixing to get like I was like, is this a mature show? And I was thinking, man, we're fixing to get a hardcore scene here. Because I mean, we already seen his ass, and we've seen her ass, and almost seen his junk. I mean, he would have turned just a little more, and you would have seen his junk fly on. I mean, he didn't have his helmet on, but we saw his junk, almost. So that was like, yeah, I mean, that for for a show. I know if you had played Halo and the old Xbox, we never seen his ass on the. We never seen his face, but with 3 episodes in, we see his ass. So you know what? That's something. So everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, I gotta check out Halo to see this guy's ass." But yeah,
Halo on his back.
Yeah, I can't. They continue it on, man. What we're gonna see, man. Yeah, you're gonna see you're gonna see the helicopter or something, man. That's how he's gonna take on. It's how he's gonna take the Covenant on, man. Gonna do the helicopter. Yeah, exactly. So. I seen RJ sent me a message. RJ might be popping here in a minute. I seen so see what yep. So Eric, what else? Oh, your doggies? You wanna show your doggies? Well, they already wished you a happy birthday on that video. Yeah. I think I had one more. Let me see. Where was it at? Oh yeah, here it was.
Today is your birthday, buddy, and all your exes want to congratulate you.
Happy birthday, dear. Oh, what was her name? What's her name?
That's the little dog, isn't it?
Yeah, no, he's the biggest one out of all.
Yeah, that's not the daddy. Where's the old daddy dog at?
He's dead.
Huh? He's in bed already. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Funny dog.
That's Macho, right? That's Macho.
Yeah, Macho.
Macho man. You're on TV, Macho. Hey, Macho, you want to see what your friend sent your daddy? When they show him the dog ones. Here, Macho. Let him watch this. Let me see if I can find it back. There it is. Here, Macho. Watch this.
Happy birthday, best friend. Look in your shows. I left a smelly present for you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday
To you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to
you.
Yeah,
Macho wasn't impressed. He said, hell with that.
He was mad. He wanted to be part of.
He gonna go pee on your. He's gonna go pee on your bed now for that one. Yeah.
Leave me like.
Exactly.
Oh God.
Yeah. Well, Eric, what else is new, man? What else is new? Well, what's the last show you went to on wrestling? I know we haven't really talked about the wrestling any.
Was I think it was Air.
There's no.
The Roof was the last.
Oh, okay.
Hardcore match with light bulbs.
Oh, the light bulb. Austin, thank you for coming in. Austin, wish you a happy birthday.
Oh, cool. Yeah, thanks.
That was like a month or two ago, right? That when you is that when Ryzen had where they had the light bulbs and all that over there?
Yeah. No, I think I saw one other show. Yes. I saw one other show.
The one with the one at what's it called? The club. The one that's at the club over in Cocoa Daytona area.
Yeah, Rubik's Cafe, but no, I think that one.
Yeah. Well, I know there was one. I know Sean. I seen some pictures. He just went to one last Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know, and they just saw Alex just signed a massive deal with a big venue up in Melbourne, which the Melbourne convention is a Melbourne convention, or I have to remember what the place is, but I know that's where NXT used to go when they were in Melbourne. It's a pretty good size thing, and and they're gonna have what I understand, it's gonna be bigger concession stand, a lot more stands, so they can pack the house on this one. So
yeah,
I think that one starts in July. I believe July. That's when that first show there will be.
Yeah, I might try and make it to that one. Maybe able to go. If I go with my mother.
Oh, cutting out, Eric.
Yeah, no, I'm saying if everything well, my mom maybe.
Yeah, but that's in July. That's a little ways, and then I know CCW's coming back in June, end of June. I know tomorrow night Matthew's having him and CCW having their own Boca. I think it's Boca Raton Wrestling or something. That's a massive card too. I mean, I was looking at the thing. I mean, it's a lot. If I lived over, they got Bull James is coming back. Gangrel's going to be there. Brutus Bar Beefcake's going to. Brutus Bar Beefcake. I think he's just signing autographs. Who else I've seen? What's his name? What's his name? The Hawaiian guy from that we used to aggravate us with the NXT. Kanoa. What's his name? I can't think his name. Kona. He's going to be. He's wrestling. Who the hell is he wrestling? He's wrestling somebody. I know Josh Woods is going to be there.
Damn, I wish I went to try.
Who is that? Yeah. Let me see. Let me see what's going. Let me see. I seen it on the thing real quick. Who's Kona's wrestling? Let me see who Kona's wrestling. He is wrestling. Here it is. Kona is wrestling. Oh, he's wrestling Cha Cha Charlie for the CCW Championship.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, it was a big thing. Vasco, what's up, brother? He's wishing you a happy birthday.
Oh, thanks. Thank you, Bosco.
Yeah, he's wrestling Cha Cha Charlie for the CCW Championship. A lot of these just popped in today. I was like, wow. Santana Garrett's going to be there. Two of the other girls from NXT they're going to be there. Jack Rios is going to. He's fighting Caesar. You remember the guy who we always act like he was Razor Ramon, try to be like Razor Ramon in NXT. He's going to be there. Steve Macklin, which was he was the what's his name? He was part of the what was that club? Him and what's that thing? They're the three guys. They used to be the Outlaw guys. You remember on NXT?
Okay.
Steve Cutler. He used to be Steve Cutler. He's going to be fighting Josh Woods. I think it's a brawl match. Bull is fighting Gangrel. So that should be an interesting match.
Yeah, good fight.
And then like I said, you got Santana Garrett. You got for the heavyweight champions, you have a 6-man ladder match. You're going to have a Vicious and Ariel, which was the South American Express. If you remember, they just had a show like a week ago. They broke up. He attacked Bill Fonzo and Vicious. Ariel. So they'll probably be fighting with each other in this one. Cool. Loki's going to be here, and TC Reed, Kerry Morton, and Alan Martinez. It's a 6-man tag for that, and there's supposed to be a couple other matches. So it's a pretty stacked show. I mean, I don't know if this is his first. This is going to be his first show, or this is the second one, but it's pretty stacked show. They're teaming up with CCW, so I mean it's pretty cool. I mean, we've known Matthew a long time when he was hanging out with us in NXT. So I hope he brings. I know this was in Boca Raton. It says I hope he Matthew, watching, man. Remember us guys at Fort Pierce, man. Bring a show to Fort Pierce a little closer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'd love to go, but right now with financial issues right now, it's hard for me and Eric to go that far right now. But if you ever bring one closer to us, man, we definitely love to go to it. I mean, bring us back. We love to get a show back here in Fort Pierce or Port St. Lucie again. Yeah, it's a little closer.
It does a show down this way.
Yeah. I love those shows, but it's hard sometimes to go all the way up to Daytona, Orlando, or Tampa, or Miami, where most of the shows. It's like most of the CCW shows are in Miami, Fort Lauderdale. We get like once every 2 to 3 months they bring us a show here in Port St. Lucie. So, but yeah, I love to go more, but it's a little tough to go down that far and just travel and stuff. And especially then Eric's with your having to go to the doctor and stuff, so it's kind of tough on that too. I mean, you don't after going to your doctor, you don't really want to drive 2 hours down there, or up there or wherever, but definitely
true, so true.
But I haven't really. I got to get with Austin. Austinator's the wrestling man. After WrestleMania, I haven't really watched any wrestling. I watched that part of WrestleMania. I like I said, I haven't really been able to watch anything. So, I mean, we streamed Mother's Day last week. That was the first stream I did in like a month, and then we did one today. So, trying to get back into it a little bit. I know probably in the summer, me and Eric, Eric gets few doctor things out of the way. Hopefully we'll get back and we'll start getting a little more every week or every 2 weeks. We'll try to get us a stream going. And we'll get Sean in here, and Sean will let us know the news because he sends me a text there. I don't have to watch. See, I think I don't have to watch wrestling. So if Brock Lesnar loses his boxer shorts, I'll know Sean to let me know right away because he'll text it to me, folks. So I get some strange texts from him. So I know that he's like the dirt of wrestling, man. He's like the TMZ of wrestling, man. So he finds some stuff. I don't know where he finds it at, but he's our inside scooper, man. So we definitely gonna find that. But anybody in the chat, got anything to ask Eric or anything? What's going on? Like I said, this was his birthday stream. We just, we'll probably cut it off in probably an hour because I know Eric said we gotta get some rest. He get some rest today. And I got some massive yard work to do tomorrow. I sort of took it off today, but tomorrow's gonna be a fun day. Then go right back to work. So yeah, definitely. So I'm hoping everybody has. I know school's fixing to end for a lot of people. I know where I work. We got 2 more weeks. I mean, right now it's been hectic. It's it's been event after event after we've from and it goes right into graduation at the end. But I know what's cool about it. Me working at high school, the high school I graduated from, it sort of brings back memories and stuff like, oh wow, I remember that. I remember we did, especially with seniors, because a lot of stuff is senior stuff going on right now, like senior day, awards night, sports awards night, scholarship night. Baccalaureate, different things. So it's kind of like, wow, it brings back. It's been 1996 I graduated, so it's been a while. So it's been 27 years ago. So it's been long time since I graduated. So it's like, yeah, but bring back memories. And I tell these kids, I said, man, don't enjoy them. Don't take advantage of them. Enjoy them. Don't just let it like it's nothing, because 27 years ago you don't get them second chances, all these good stuff and all that stuff.
So true.
But we're going, and me and Eric was going to go to some future shows like that one right here. Right, there he is. He's holding the axe. Agony's right there. Yeah, Edward's Agony. He's right there. Yeah, that was a fun show there.
Oh yeah,
CCW right there. I think that one was October or September last year. I believe we went when we was in Port St. Lucie.
Yeah, I think it was October. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was the Halloween show. I believe it was like a Halloween type. Yeah, because he had the two, the Scarecrow guy and the other guy, the guy with the zombie guy. Yeah, he had him like walking around with him too. But yeah, it was a fun show and all that. But Eric, if you got anything else, I mean, we can call it a night. I know you said you just want to do about an hour, and then we'll all head to. I appreciate like everybody popping in the chat, and Deej, man, if you're still watching, I appreciate popping in there with that Bad Bunny and singing for Eric. I was trying to get a hold of him. I was like, yes, I knew he was out there working because I seen his videos. I was like, man, I hope I can get him a hold of him and do the Bad Bunny for him. But
birthday.
He does that. He does like birthday requests. People request him. He'll go to their streams or go to their inboxes and do that. Well, at least he didn't do the banana for you. He's got a banana too. At least he didn't do the banana for you. He dresses up in a big banana suit. So, but I got another guy. I should have seen if Phil wanted. If Phil would have came in, he dressed up in a hot dog suit. So I'm gonna try to. If I could have got both of them, the banana and the hot dog, man, it would have been real special. So,
you gotta watch out. Sean might want to bite it.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh man. So, guys, if Eric, you got anything else, brother? You want to
I just
throw out there?
Thank you for the birthday wishes. I really appreciate it. And yeah, hopefully things will get better during the following month, maybe.
Exactly. And you know what, Eric? Well, I mean, today's your birthday, but like next month when we get all this cleared out, we'll celebrate that birthday probably in a show or something, man. We'll make it special. I know it's right now. I know today is, but we're gonna celebrate. Down the road when we all can hang out together and stuff, and have it like a big celebration. We'll get you in that ring. Like, see, guys, Eric's had this open. I'm gonna show everybody. He ain't never seen this. Eric has had this open challenge. He has had this dream. You see him with the axe, man. He's ready. And there's some guys that want to run their lips at shows we go to. And Eric for this open challenge, and none of these guys they're scared to challenge. So let me show you Eric out in training, man. He's been doing this training for a while now, but when we get everything settled, he might run in that ring. You never know. And this is what's going to happen. That's Eric, man. That's an open challenge. So any wrestler watching this, when Eric gets all this, when we get all the doctor situation handled and everything, he's coming for it. I mean, he's in rehab right now, but he's coming for you. It don't matter who it is. It could be the 1, 2, 3 kid all the way to to King Kong Bundy. He's coming for you, man. Cruiserweights all the way to heavyweights, man, or tag teams, man. It might be a handicap match. So, and if he needs a tag team partner, Sean, be ready, and I'll be their manager. So, I'll be your manager.
Oh gosh.
So that's definitely in the future. But I mean, until then, we do a little singing on the side. I mean, Eric, we try to go to our little chorus every week. So
Šere hlavně pražáky, jmenuje se Jožin. Jožin s Pážin, močálem se blíží. Jožin s Pážin, k vesnici se blíží. Jožin s Pážin.
Oh,
I probably think we're Russian spies. They watch that. I was thinking of that. I was like, man, they might be singing Russian. I mean, we have a tank pull up my house and tonight after that one. It's like, oh, they're singing in Russian. They might be Putin's friends. So it's crazy.
Oh no, yeah. Then Biden will blame.
They're gonna blame the metal. I can see it now. The metal taco show is the cause of the freaking war in Ukraine, and that's why gas is at $5 a gallon. We are to blame. The metal taco show is to blame.
Right.
Yeah, I mean we're gonna be right up there with Howard Stern. We're the ones to blame for this war and the gas situation.
Oh God.
Oh Lord.
The baby formula too.
Oh, the baby formula too. Yeah, the baby formula. The no toilet paper.
Yeah,
what else? No diesel fuel. I mean, Roe versus Wade. I'm sure we're blamed for everything. We're gonna be blamed for everything. Yeah. Yep. But guess what, guys? We live in a red state, so I'm not worried about it right now. I'm not living in communist California, so I'm not worried about that yet. So, our wonderful governor will tell you, go back to your blue state and leave us alone. Oh Lord, exactly. Hey, he is. I give him this thing because he did sign a bunch of things that he's going to do a lot of tax-free stuff on like clothing and different things all the way into like past before school starts. I mean, we're gonna need it. We're gonna need it, with with this stuff, extra 50 cents a gallon, man.
Yeah, he was supposed to do a gas stimulus or some crap.
I've heard. Well, that was our Mr. President. Darth Hall says, "Happy birthday, Eric, my bro."
All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir. That was the rumor. Well, we were supposed to get a fourth stimulus, and now we're going into politics, guys. If you like politics, we're fixing to go into politics. And watch YouTube's going to come in and say, YouTube's going to get their little red pen out and say, let's see. Strike. We'll just take a couple subs off them. I know they have, we'll just take some subs off them, strike a couple strikes. We'll shut him up quick. We'll never let him get monetized. We'll never let him get that 1,000 subs. We'll get him stuck there forever. But no, you know what, Elon, your next thing, if you buy Twitter, buy Google. Put these bastards out of business. But make it a free YouTube stream before you can freely after not the word at the code word stuff. I know I watch streams and it's sad, man. Some of these guys I watch, they're a little new, they're a little bit of news, and sometimes they're a little bit to the right and the left, but they're having to watch every word they say. When they're talking about this war with Russia, I'm gonna say, if they strike me, hell with them. I don't give a crap. I'm not making no money. They ain't giving me, or Ukraine. It's sad. They're calling it the Russia, the bear, and Ukraine, the Zealand, and the China, the red dragon, and all this, and we're this, and words. I'm like, COVID's the Mary Poppins spoonful of sugar. I mean, I'm literally, that's saying stupid like things like this. I'm like, this is stupid. I mean, we're not saying nothing. It's offensive. I mean, sorry for this. I sneezed, so everybody probably report me say I have COVID now too. But oh well. Yeah, you can't sneeze without having COVID. Also, that's a new thing. Yeah, that strike me for saying that word too. But you know what? I don't care. Strike me. Who cares? I started this channel. I didn't been a year. I got 700 subs. I appreciate every one of them. If they kill me, oh well. I'll start another channel. Me and Eric, let's call it the Metal Taco Show Behind the Barn Show, and I don't care. We'll tell them a news sign. I don't care. So I really don't care. I mean, I'm not dependent on YouTube for money. I get on here to have fun. I get on here to enjoy with my friends, with Eric, all my friends that popped in the chat. If I get monetized, like Eric, if we get monetized, hey, that's great. That's even better. It's great. I like to have 1,000 subs. I like to have more, but I don't really give a crap about the money situation on it or making what they monetize and all that crap. I want more people to hang out with, more people to have fun with, talk about stuff. Be sensible. We're not here, harassing nobody. We're not saying something to offend nobody. But I mean, sometimes you have to have discussions. People disagree with stuff, and at the end of the day, hey, you agree this, do this. A good discussion. Sometimes, even the philosophers back in the day, Plato and all them, they didn't agree on everything. But at the end of the day, they didn't pull their robes off and start punching each other in the face and acting like a damn fool. So, that's what sucks about today. So, you can't even have me and Eric can't have a conversation about, gas sucks. We should be pissed off. Gas sucks. $4.50 a gallon. I mean, there's a reason to be pissed off. And and if I give the reasons, I believe the reasons, I shouldn't have my be censored for saying that. I believe them cutting gas lines off, and them not allowing this greenhouse baloney crap. They want this build back better glass houses with solar panels in every corner of the roof and a solar panel on the semi truck and all that. That's fine if that's the future, but guess what? You can't just completely cut off gas in one day. You have to eventually gradually move that way. You can't just everybody has a solar panel the next year. There's no way it'll work. For one thing, unless you're going to give us a free car or a free semi with a solar panel or a free house that has complete solar panels or something. I can't afford no $50,000 car. I can't afford this. I can't, so, and they don't, and then they said they're going to give it to you. They never give it to you. They're going to tax you or you're going to get it back from you. So that's just like this stimulus. They gave us that stimulus. Look, they're getting it back for us. Look what they're doing with these taxes and all this gas. So basically whatever they gave us, they've really screwed us back in the long run. So
true.
So, and to me, instead of giving another country $60 to $70 billion, we need to take care of the people here first, because we've got it now where there's people starving and they don't know, it ain't, okay, they can go to work. Well, those people work now having problems getting to work because they can't afford to get to work because it costs more to drive to work than it is they make. So
yeah, and then on top of that, electric cars like $40,000-$50,000. An average, not even a good one. An average cars like 40, 50 grand.
Oh, okay.
How the hell are people gonna afford that?
Yeah. 1 second, Eric. Somebody, Joe wants to pop in really quick. Let me send him a link. Real quick. He wants to say wish you a happy birthday.
Cool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just keep the. Let me see. Oh shit. Let me see. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's it's like, how are you going to afford it? Let me see. Okay, I sent it too. And 1 second. Okay, I got you. He might be here. Joe's, so let's see. He wants to pop in real quick. But yeah, that's like I said. Well, like I said, luckily, I don't have to drive that far. I used to. Fort Pierce, Port St. I mean, that's a good drive, and I know people drive. And, you know, when you're having to put a tank of gas in like every other day or every 3 days, unless you got an economical car. I know these people have big V8s and V6s and stuff like that, vans and stuff. They're screwed right now because I know somebody has pickup truck and said they'd fill up. It was $125, $130, and that was before the gas just went up a price again. So I mean, I you know, I can't afford, you know, put $125 in every freaking time you fill up a tank. I'm not getting that type of a raise increase. You know, you know, employers ain't going to give you that big of a raise increase in a year or 2 years. I mean, you know, there's no way you can't match it. I mean, you're basically it's basically adding another bill. You know, you basically like now you got a light bill, you got like a second light bill. You got to figure the amount of money, the difference is it's like an extra bill on you. So it's just, oh, there he is, Mr. Judge Dredd. What is up, brother?
Hey, what's going on there, guys?
Brother, we just talking about why gas is $4.50 a gallon, man. I know we wish to have Erik a birthday when we went into evil politics there for a minute. So
yeah. Give me just a sec because I got you both on my Xbox and my computer. So
all righty.
Yeah. Give me just a sec because I got you on my Xbox and my computer. Okay, there we go.
All right.
Joe, man, it's been a while, brother. How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. I mean, it's been a real shitty year and all that so far to say the least.
Yeah,
we've been saying the last 2 years. It's just like it ain't never ended. Parrothead, what's up, brother? I see you cocked in. What's up, Eric?
Yeah, hold on, I'm getting some.
I turned Eric's birthday stream to a discussion of Fox News there for a second.
Yeah, I came in a couple minutes ago. Matter of fact, in case y'all were wondering, that the Darth Hobbs, that's me. That's my YouTube handle.
Oh, okay. I was like, welcome. I didn't know. I wasn't sure who that was, but I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, that's like I said, that's my YouTube handle and all that. Okay. So, or at least one of them that I have.
Okay.
And all that. That was the first one I started off with probably about 16 years ago and all that. So it just, sometimes it comes up under that. Sometimes it comes up under my regular name, blah, 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 depending on what you're trying to do and all that.
Yeah.
Anyway, Erik, definitely happy birthday, bro, and all that. I just wanted to make sure I got a chance to catch up with you and all that. So,
yeah, thanks, brother.
Joe, you going to that? You going to that show tomorrow? You going to that show tomorrow?
No, I was going to ask you guys about that. We wanted to and all that, but I've had some car issues lately and all that, so I wasn't really sure if my car was going to make it down to Boca Raton and back and all that safely. And because Larry hit me up about possibly going and all that, and he was like, "Oh, if you want to drive and all that, you know," he's like, "I'll flip you gas and help get your ticket and all that." But also, wife's been dealing with some issues that she hasn't been feeling well with lately and all that, and just really, plus with it being on a Sunday night and us having to be up early to work the next morning.
Yeah, that's the thing with me.
Yeah, really wasn't good timing and all that. So I'm hoping the next show that they do will be like on a Saturday or something like that, or even a Friday. That will be a lot easier to get down there.
This is his first show, right? This is
yeah. This is their first
show.
What
a hell of a card he's got too. I was like, wow, man, he has got a freaking stacked card. I wanted to go to it. I was like, damn it, man. But I just, like you said, right now it's hard for me with work. My wife's working now too, with the kids and money right now. Just trying to, I had to trying to get back on my feet. You know, I was out of work all that whole year, and Mr. Debt Collectors, they love coming, so I have to make sure they're paid, and then this gas is, it'll be where we're going to be $5 a gallon. It just ain't no room to.
Well, the ass hat in the White House wants to cancel student debt, but he doesn't want to cancel debt for the people who have accumulated it during the pandemic and all that. But I'm personally not going to get into a diatribe about politics because we could be here all night. And
we could be here all night. I get my channel canceled and all that too if I really want to. I know my wife really gets it. She's been Facebook jail and hell, and I told her I try to stay away because I didn't want to get my channel canceled. But the problem is I get into it. I'll probably say stuff that I'll have my channel canceled and all that. And I made the point I don't care. I'm not making money off it. I'm just having fun. Like I said, it cancels me. Hell, we'll come up with another name. We'll be behind the barn at the Metal Taco Show, or behind the trailer park at the Metal Taco. Something. We'll come up with some kind of stupid name. Yeah, we'll hide it from them.
I don't think you make that much off of this, if any. To be
I make a big goose egg right now. Yeah, I don't make nothing off of it. Yeah, I sold a couple autographs to Sean, but that's about it. Sean. Yeah, I put my mask on and told him that I was Brian Cage, and he believed me. I got $20 from him, so that was yeah. After he got that Moose made him give $20 to take a picture with him, and he kept the mask on. I said, how the hell you know who that is? I mean, come on.
Oh man, but yeah, I mean, like I said, this year has just, unfortunately, with the passing of my father back in February and all that, this year has just like sucked beyond everything that could possibly suck. So just trying to get through it as best as we can and all that right now, and we're still dealing with a lot of the stuff, dealing with my father's estate and everything like that. It's just been, like I said, just one long trip through hell the past like 3-4 months and all that. And of course, Father's Day is coming up next month, which is not going to make it any better and all that. And it's just, it's just got to go through the grieving process and everything else. But I'm not trying to bring Eric down on his birthday out there.
No, that's why I did this for Eric, because Eric wasn't able to get out. He's having some, him and his mom's not feeling good, and I told Eric, I said, we got this summer coming up. I know we got Port St. Lucie show, the CCW's coming up in it's June, I believe. So we're gonna celebrate Eric's birthday when that comes around. We're gonna get him in the ring or whatever. We're gonna have it. We're gonna celebrate. Coming up.
When is that show coming up?
In June, right at the end of June, and it's good. I mean, it's close to Eric, and it's not that far from me, so I don't mind. That's not that far of a drive. I was telling Eric, I said, I like going to these shows. We love, he goes up to Daytona. All that, I can't. The gas it's a long ways, and it's the gas right now. There's no way I can, handle the gas.
That's understandable. I mean,
gas and stuff, and ridiculous. Wear and tear on the car. I would love to go see the match. It's a bad day for me. It would be a bad day on being on the site. It would be easier if it's on a Saturday, but like I said, like you said, the car, and I don't want to start a little wear and tear on the car, and that's a tank of gas to go down there and back. And right now it's just I'm and like you were saying, the debt collectors, they do they don't go away. They'll come. They love finding you. They don't want to find you, but but we can give our send us a gas stimulus, but we're gonna send it to Ukraine or wherever, but that's that's another story. But like I said, even your job, I mean, sometimes you get a raise on, but you don't get a raise. Well, the gas prices go up, and then food goes up, and all that. It's like you can't. Cost of living is not the same. You're making this, and cost of living is way up there. And like they say, like people, Florida's like outrageous. Like down in Miami, where my mother-in-law was, like $2,500 for a little room. It has a bathroom, a sink. You just walk around, and everything's in one little square. I mean, it's how does people ain't making that kind of money, so how do they survive? That's the thing. There's not many jobs. There's not many jobs that pays that well. You know. I mean, you're gonna have to have minimum wage at $20. You're gonna have to have minimum wage at $20 the way it's going. Pretty soon. But
inflation is absurd. I'm telling you.
Yeah. But yeah, I figured Larry. I was going to see if Larry is going. I was talking to Eric about it. I was like, man, I didn't know, he couldn't anyway. But I was like, man, I want to, but it's just, right now with this things. I said, we'll have to hope. I know he said Matthew's signing up for another 2 shows coming up, so I'm hoping he gets a little closer. Remember those guys in Fort Pierce and Port St. Lucie? They put a show.
Yeah.
He's got. I mean, looking at this show, he's got the backing, the funds, and all to do it. So. Bring one to the Fence Center. I would love bring that. Bull James and Dan Grell, Brutus of Barbie Beefcake, and all them guys. Bring them to the Fence Center. I'd love him to come up there.
Yeah, I think with the gist of their promotion that they're mainly concentrating on staying where they are down there in Boca Raton, and all that. So I mean, I wish them all the best of luck and all that. I listened to his podcast about the show the other day that him and Neil did and all that, and Neil's cultivated quite a lot of connections through his charity and all that with a lot of those current and former NXT wrestlers and all that. And it's great that he's got a lot of them on board and all that to help out with this new promotion. And I hope they do extremely well. I just feel really bad that we can't get down there tomorrow night and all that.
Maybe his next show, if things are better, his next show, maybe situation with me and Eric and all that. We could all get a whole group. Me, you, Larry. We'll have a whole. We'll get like Matthew used to have the tour bus. Man, we'll have a little
the
tour
party bus.
Party wagon. We'll have a party. Well, we might have not a party bus, but because there'll be a lot of us. But have a caravan. We'll do like a caravan. Like a trucker caravan. We'll have an old school NXT Fort Pierce caravan down there.
That would be nice. But it's great. According to Matt, they have sold out that show tomorrow night, which is
that's awesome. That's awesome
for first time out the door and all that. And like I said, hopefully they do very well and all that.
Well, they're teaming with CCW. Well, it's part of that's just part of the thing because it's CCW and him doing it together. So it's. And they got some great people in CCW. That's the show that comes to Port St. Lucie all the time. I had some great guys that work there, great a lot of great women and men wrestlers there. So a lot of you see like Cha Charlie's defending the CCW championship there against Kona. You remember Kona? What's his name?
Kona Reeves.
Kona Reeves. So Bull James is going to be there. Vince Gangrel and awesome show. Bull.
When I saw Bull was coming, I was like, "Oh man, I'm so jacked. I can't get down there now, man." Because because we all know Fort Pierce was Bull country, man.
Country.
That man could do no wrong at the Fence Center, man. Even though he was supposed to be the biggest heel, man.
Exactly.
In Fort Pierce, he was the biggest face on the roster, man.
Oh, exactly. And he was a heel, and he was slamming the guy one more time.
Yeah, that dive.
I think Fort Pierce made him, man. He was like, because I remember some of this old highlights, and they always talk about Fort Pierce, man. It's like
Fort Pierce made a lot of NXT stars back in the day and all that. Before they went national and everything like that. I mean, I remember how even when you see interviews on podcasts and everything like that, so many of them from back in the early days of NXT always used to talk about how they loved to come to Fort Pierce. Just because the crowds were always strong, the crowds were into it. They knew the talent. And it wasn't the typical NXT crowd. Other than what you used to get outside of Full Sail, or they used to call it the best place outside of Full Sail.
Exactly.
Because the NXT.
Because I went to Cocoa a few times, went to Melbourne, went to Sebring, went to West Palm Beach, went to Miami, Bartow one time. And those arenas, those crowds was not the same. I mean, Fort Pierce, they were fired, and the performers knew it, man. It goes all the way from Finn Balor, Sensei Nakamura. I mean, I still got a picture of Sal and him going out there and unlocking Sensei's car and all that. So it's just stuff you remember and all that.
I mean, Larry and I remember going, when it was still FCW. And all that before they even became NXT and all that. So it's like him and I were going to the shows, when they were coming over here and doing like smaller venues and all that, and there was like maybe like 15, 20, 25 people showing up and all that, and before they had that really first big show that was officially under NXT at the Fence Center. I think it was back in, I think that was 2011 or 2012.
Yeah.
And all that, because that was that first night, when they had, Dusty and Cody there.
Oh yeah, Cody
And all that. And, when you had Charlotte back at the time, she was out in the parking lot selling posters and all that. And,
Bailey and all them, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I remember when Dozier was out, he was a security guard when we sat there behind the stage. And he'd be back now. I said, "Man, when you gonna get out in the ring?" Oh, one day. I'm with so he's a lot of those security guards. You remember, we've seen a lot of them move up, and it was so good. And you know what I'm really faithful about all those shows, even if it wasn't the shows, a lot of friends I've met over the years from those shows. I met Joe, you, and Eric. Me and Eric knew each other, but we came to the show. We met you, Larry, Matt, many
Neil,
others,
Jeremy,
Neil, Justin,
Rebecca,
Sal, many others, a lot of people, lots of people.
Mia, Sal,
and
all those, like we all
Sean,
had it's just that NXT Fort Pierce crew, as we used to call ourselves back then, and all that, And
I miss.
I always think one of the proudest moments, was when Matt and Neil and then went to that first Mania in Dallas, and Matt took that huge, that huge hashtag NXT Fort Pierce crew sign in the front row and all that, man. I was like, man, we freaking made it, and all that, man, But yeah, definitely miss those days, because Neil was hitting me up, was like, "Are you guys going to be able to make it?" He's like, "This can be better than NXT and all that," and I was like, "I just wish we could," and all. It's just this. Just like I said, the circumstances of everything that's been going on and all that.
Yeah, I've been like sharing his posts. I've been seeing his posts. I've been sharing them. I was like, dude, I wish, man. At least I'm gonna share them for you, bro. I mean, that's an awesome show, and I hope I was like, it's me and Eric do one of these shows, get one of them guys on here or somebody they talk about it or something after the show, see how it was and all that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. Is he stream? I don't know if they're streaming it or not. Maybe I don't know if there's video.
Not that I'm aware of. I'm pretty sure they'll film it or something.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if they're going to. I don't know what their true intent is, because I know they say they're not intending to compete with NXT, or any other type of local promotions or something like that. So I don't know if it's
like I said, there's CC. Well, see if you notice, logo, it's CCW. It's CCW and Matt. I guess they're went half and half into it. So
kind of like a partnership.
A partnership. So CC, that's their territory anyway. From Miami to they come here to Port St. Lucie, and I seen they having a show in Kissimmee and all the way to Tennessee. That's their area anyway, so it's pretty much their backyard. They used to have another promotion down there, but I haven't heard from them in a long time. What was it? It used to be in the Fort Lauderdale area. I know that Magic City has a show, and there's a couple small ones, but JB used to have a show down there too, but I haven't seen much on his either. But pretty much it's been CCW, ARW, and then I think it's WXW in Orlando. That's the three main ones right now. I know Kim's got a show, the one in Vero, but she does a little bit here and there on in Veros, but they're the main ones. So
sorry, I just had to get a good laugh in there because I was just checking the hockey scores, and Lightning just eliminated the Maple Leafs. So as a Sabres fan, and my Lightning are my second favorite team and all that. I
was worried.
I hate Toronto, so bye. Toronto.
I was worried. I was worried because they got behind the other day, and I'm like, damn it, man. I was like, come on, Lightning. I wanted the three-peat. Come on, guys. So, even if not them, at least the Panthers. The Panthers won too. So,
yeah, but the one thing you got to know about the Maple Leafs over their history, the last 10, 15 years, when they get to the playoffs, they're always first-round choke artists. And so it's just nothing but nothing again, but another classic Toronto choke in the first round out.
What was the
they
score?
had 2-1. So
Okay,
They
not
had,
bad, not bad.
they had the opportunity to eliminate the Lightning twice, and Tampa Bay comes back
Yeah.
and bites them in the ass. So as a Sabres fan,
Okay.
I just have to laugh my ass off. But
Nice,
yeah, like
nice.
I said,
The
Lightning beat
Sabres in it? Is the Sabres
Oh,
still in it, or
hell
they
no,
didn't make it in all?
Sabres haven't made the playoffs in 13 years now.
Oh.
But the good thing is they did have an improved season this year. They did a hell of a lot better than anybody could have expected out of them. Plus, now they're gonna have their number one draft pick because he went back to college for his senior year, and he just joined the Sabres like with like the last 5 or 6 games that were left in the season. So they're two rookie studs that they drafted in the draft this past off season and all that. Plus, they're going to have, I think, 2 or 3 first round picks. Yeah, because they have Vegas's pick, their pick, and they have someone else's pick in the 3rd round. I forget who it is. So they're going to have 3 round picks again in this year's draft.
Okay.
So it looks like that they're finally starting to get like the Bills were, 5, 6, 7 years ago, where they're starting to get that turnaround now.
Okay.
And all
cool,
that.
cool.
So
I was going to ask you.
There's hope for
mention your.
go ahead, man.
Mention your Buffalo. Buffalo did agree on putting a new stadium up there too, didn't they?
Yeah,
the
and that's a whole controversial subject up there because of the amount of taxpayer money that's going to go into it. It's basically a 1.4 billion projected $1 billion stadium, and basically 875 million of it is going to be paid for by taxpayers.
Ooh, but the Bills and the Sabres are owned by the same person, right? That's what I was hearing.
Yeah,
because I was hearing they wanted to move them out, both of them out there one time. Yeah.
Now, I don't think they were ever going to move out of Buffalo and all that. But yeah, it's like I said, it's just because it's such a small market and all that. And what a lot of people don't realize is when you're dealing with small markets like that, if you're going to build something like a stadium and all that, it's going to be more on the taxpayers in a small market. Yeah. It's not like New York, LA, stuff like that, where you can get a huge investment in corporate money to finance a stadium like they did with with Meadowlands and with Jerry World in Dallas and stuff like that. But there have been a couple of contentious points about the new stadium. There was controversy over where it was going to be built, whether it should be built in Orchard Park, where it's going to be built across from the current stadium, or to bring the Bills back downtown, and then whether or not to put a dome on the stadium or not, which they're not going to do because of cost and all that. So because the argument was build it downtown, put a dome on it, you can use it year round, or even if you did it in Orchard Park, you could do it year round and all that, have more events there, other than football games and all that. But it's just because in the end, because I think they said to put a dome on that stadium would have driven the cost up to like $2.6 to $2.8 billion.
Wow.
And all that. And it
that,
was just
an owner is not going to put it in there. Yeah.
No, the owner's not going to put it in there, and you would have never gotten that type of deal, approved by the state and all that. And it was even controversial trying to get the state to approve the taxpayer money that went into it. But so they're I think they're supposed to finalize the deals with the county, with Erie County, because they still have to vote on it and all that. So the state has approved it. They have a deal in principle with Erie County, but the Erie County legislature has to vote on it, and I believe that's supposed to be coming up in September. And then once they have all that done, they can break ground on it and finally start the building process, and that's projected to take 4 years.
That's like the Rays over in Tampa. They're having the same damn issue. But that owner, he's a pain in the ass. Well, I've heard he's already threatening to move him to Toronto. He's threatening to move him to Austin. That's Austin thinks they deserve a football team now. I was reading on that today. I was like,
well,
why you need a damn team in Austin?
Well, and the other thing, if you haven't heard about it also, is that in Tampa, there's actually talks about building a new stadium for the Buccaneers, even though I don't see why. Raymond James is a pretty damn good facility
Yeah,
and
for
all
at least
that, and
a
it's
few
not all
years.
that old. It's only like about 20. Say it opened in '98, if my memory serves correctly,
Mm-hmm.
97 or '98. So it's not really all that old.
And just had a
And all
renovation recently too.
yeah, so I don't get that one because, like I said, Raymond
Yeah.
James is a great place to go see a game, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I've
And
been
the
over
hockey
there
and the
for a
hockey's
few of them.
and the place where the hockey play. That's an awesome area too, with the hockey play.
Yeah,
Also there.
Amalay's another great place to go for a hockey
Mhm.
game, a concert, or whatever. Of course,
Yeah.
going to see Maiden there in October, and all that.
Mhm.
So, yeah, it's gonna be it's a
I would
great
put the
it's a great
Rays.
place down there.
I would move the
But
Rays over closer to that area too. That's what I would put a stadium
yeah,
for the
and
Rays.
well, and that's what the proposal. I think the proposals were that they were thinking was either down near the Ybor area,
Mm-hmm.
which is a great area to build a small stadium down there because that's like
Mm-hmm.
your entertainment district down there in Tampa.
Yeah,
That's where a
perfect.
lot of
Yeah.
your smaller clubs and your nightclubs
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that are down
Mm-hmm.
there in the Ybor area. Or you could potentially do it out on 301 out by the fairgrounds and the amphitheater, or
Yeah.
fairgrounds amphitheater and out there where Hard Rock is and
Yeah.
all that. But then you would have the concerns. It would be kind of like the opposite concern that you have with where the Rays play now, where you're asking fans, from the Tampa area, cross the bay into St. Petersburg to go to Rays games. Then you're asking them to come from like the downtown and suburb areas out towards 301, which is more towards Brandon and all
Yeah.
that. And like I said, where the fairgrounds is on the outskirts of the city. And also
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of 6 of one of the other. And I know they would prefer to
Yeah.
go downtown. But then also, if they do the downtown thing, then you have the issue with the Yankees to consider and all that, because there are major league rules that state that a team cannot have a minor league team within so many miles of facilities for a major league team and all that. And so because where the Yankees hold their spring training facility at,
That's the
and
Bucks. Yeah.
yeah, it's basically, well, there's two locations there. Their main facility is on the south end of the parking lots and all that, where their training facility is. And it's been there for, Lord, years and all that, because that used to be the Cardinals facility back in the day when they played there at Al Lopez Field. And then, of course, the stadium of Steinbrenner Field is right across the street from Raymond James and all that. So
Mm-hmm.
if you put if you put a new stadium for the Rays down in Ybor City, you're within I think it's like that 13 or 14 mile radius by MLB rules that you can't have another team have their minor league organization there and all that. So it would be kind of like forcing the Yankees out of Tampa, which would not be a popular move considering the amount of revenue and all that
They would bend it.
training.
They would bend the rules or something. They would figure out something. I figure something. Say it's 10 miles instead of 13 or whatever. They'll figure out something. They ain't gonna lose that revenue.
Yeah, and all that, because there's always that big controversy over in Tampa as well, because I think you have more Yankee fans in Tampa than you do Rays fans and all that. And the Rays are the local team and all that, but they don't draw for dick over there, unless it's like a playoff, World Series type thing, or if you
play
get
the Yankees or the Red Sox,
Red Sox, Mets, Cardinals, Cubs, a real fan, teams that have those fan bases that are all over the place down here or travel and stuff like that. But other than that, they're like I said, the Rays don't draw dick. I mean, they draw, I think, they're like the Marlins. They draw like a couple thousand fans a game and all that. And that stadium they play in, is just, Tropicana Field. It's just, or whatever they're calling it nowadays.
It's about to fall apart. Yeah.
Yeah. It was always a dump to begin with and all that. It was built more for football or for, I don't think it was really built with the intention of truly being a baseball stadium and all, because it's absolutely horrible.
Yeah, they had hockey in there at one time. It used to be the
Lightning
Thunderdome, Lightning Dome, or something.
They called it the Thunderdome back in the day because the Lightning
Thunderdome, yeah.
played the first few seasons over there. Because they played in 3 different venues. They played it one out at the fairgrounds, and then they played over at the Thunderdome, over in St. Petersburg before they built Amboy downtown. The Lightning moved into there as their permanent home. So,
yeah, it's surprising. Tampa's a hockey town, though. They love the Lightning over there.
Hockey and football. I'll tell you. I mean, the Bucks are king over there, but the Lightning are probably at 1A right now.
Pretty close. Especially if they get this. If they win again this year with the 3-peat, they definitely will be. It will definitely be.
3-peats are rough. It hasn't been done since I think the Oilers did it back in the 80s. I think was the last time. It was either the Oilers or the Islanders. I think were the last team to do it.
It's been a while.
One of those 3 or 4 cup in a row. It might. Yeah, I think it was Edmonton in the late 80s.
Yeah.
I think 85 through 88. I think it was when they did it. Yeah, so I mean, 3-peat.
Any sport stuff. It's hard to do. Any sport. It's hard to do.
Oh yeah, because I don't think it's ever been done in the NFL. Yeah, not that I'm aware of.
Not I know of. I'm trying to think.
Facts are rare.
Before they did Super Bowls, I think maybe then. Yeah, it hasn't.
Yeah.
New England's came close twice. I know I know.
Yeah,
Brady's the only one. Brady's the only one. It's actually probably had a chance to do it. I think. But yeah, I think he did twice almost. He went 2 in a row twice or something like that.
They did it. Yeah. I think they did it two in a row. Yeah, because I remember they did it. They did the Jacksonville Super Bowl and the Houston Super Bowl, and then they had they did 3 out of 4. I know that because they won in 2000. The 2001 Super Bowl was that first one against the Rams. Then the Bucks won the following year, and then the Patriots won the next 2.
Yeah, if they wouldn't have lost that game, they might have had a 3 or 4-peat there or something. They wouldn't have lost that one Super Bowl too.
Yeah, and then they had the 2 back-to-backs. I think. What was it? Who did they beat? Seattle and who was the one after that? I'm trying to think. So Seattle, and then the one they won I cannot think of it to save my life now, and I'm usually pretty good with football history and all that. Yeah. I mean, I should know, consider how much the Patriots have been a pain in the Bills' ass the last 2 decades plus, and oh wait a minute, those days are over now.
Now they got to deal with Tampa. Well, they got to play Tampa, I think, this year too. I think. Tampa's got them. Doesn't the Bills play Tampa in the regular season this year?
No, that was last year.
This year? Okay.
No, they could play them next year, but not this year.
Their freaking schedule is rough as hell this year. They got to play Dallas first, then New Orleans. Did his Kansas City or is Green Bay? Green Bay, then Kansas City. I was like, damn. I mean, you could go 0-4 after the first 4 games. I mean, it was like, damn. Yeah.
Tampa and Buffalo are going to run the gauntlet because the Bills' first 6 weeks are actually, I would say the first 6 games within 7 weeks, because the Bills' bye week is week 7. So yeah, their first 7 games.
Ravens. They got to play the Ravens. They got to play Cincinnati. They got to play the Rams, and they got to play Cleveland.
Yeah.
Who else? They got to play Pittsburgh, but Pittsburgh's not. I'm not really worried about Pittsburgh.
The good thing for Tampa, though, is they get a lot of their real tough games are at home. The majority of them, and all that. Whereas
if Brady's the man, he can do it, man. That's all I can say.
Yeah, because I mean, of course, Buffalo. We open with the Rams to start the season, and then we have the Monday night at home with Tennessee. Then we go to Miami. I think week 4. I think after Miami, week 4 is the Ravens. I think we have the Ravens in week 4. Then we play Kansas City. I think is it Kansas City? Yeah. Wait a minute, because I know Kansas City's week 6 because we play Pittsburgh. Yeah, we have the Ravens, Pittsburgh, then Kansas City, then Kansas, home to Pittsburgh, at Kansas City, bye week, home to Green Bay. That's a pretty,
that's
pretty
a tough
wicked
little.
start there.
Yeah. I don't think Dallas. I think Dallas is going to be really bad this year, and the Eagles might be. Eagles has got a lot of people this off season, so they might be a tough little thing to fight with.
Yeah.
If Cowboys lose, I'm happy. I don't like the Cowboys, so I'm happy.
Oh, I can't stand him, man. But Birthday Boy's falling asleep up there. He's like,
yeah. Eric, man, we sorry, brother. I know. We'll probably probably cut it off here pretty soon. Cause I know Eric's probably getting tired and all that, but yeah. We'll find out when like I was talking about going back to the wrestling. When Matthew has next one, maybe we'll get us all together. Tell Larry we maybe try to plan it. And we can all have a little group and head down there. Hopefully it'll be like a good timing for all of us. Hopefully on Saturday, and that would be better. If they could have it on Saturday or something. So
yeah, absolutely.
That'd be easier for all of us because it's hard. It's hard. Some of those shows don't get all done at 11 o'clock at night, and that's a good hour and a half, 2 hours. If you want to get something to eat, drive home, and to y'all, hour independent of traffic, and then maybe another hour. So I don't want to get home at like 1 a.m. and then have to be work at 6.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Just have an early start time because I think they're starting their show at 6. Tomorrow.
They're gonna do it earlier. Okay, they might be done like 9 or 10. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know there's shows. Some of them shows, especially the ones when we go up to Cocoa and stuff. They start late, and Eric will tell me. And sometimes you don't get out there 11:30.
Wow.
And then that's driving home from Cocoa all the way. That's a long way. So that's a little drive. And it depending on the traffic and all that. So.
Yeah, and then sometimes the following day I go to dialysis. I wake up 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah, so you wore out by the time that day's up. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Joe, I was going to tell you. I know we was planning. We're going to do that show we did like during Christmas. We were planning on doing another one, so I'll keep you in tune on that. The bands and stuff. It just right now, like I said, I just ain't had time and it's been stuff going on, man. It's just, and me and Eric's got to interview our friend Willie from New York. He does cooking and got a little music career and stuff too. I've been telling him, I'm like, sorry, Willie, I'm sorry, man. We just things has happened and we're still trying to plan it. So how it goes.
Yeah, we got to talk some metal, some Star Wars, some.
Yeah. Well, I know they had that Rockville coming up. I know, 9 Inch Nails replaced Foo Fighters. That's who replaced Foo Fighters, I think. But they still got Kiss. Still got Kiss. Who is it? Guns N' Roses and is the headliner so too. And I think Kiss is doing their tour. They got 2 cruises coming up too. Kiss cruise.
Cool.
Just more opportunities for Paul Stanley to lip sync.
Oh Lord, yeah. I was watching some of those videos of the last couple of tours, and it does look bad. I saw them like 5 or 6 years ago, and it was getting a little. You could tell. Now it's like really visible.
I'm just happy to be glad to say I got to see them back in the prime of their careers.
Yeah,
and all that, and back in, especially when they did the reunion tour back in '96, and all that was absolutely phenomenal, and everything like that. And if they had really wanted to truly honored their legacy and everything like that, when they decided to, the original band after that reunion gig and all that, when they decided to call it quits in 2000, 2001 and do, what was supposed to be that farewell tour back then. If they'd have walked away then, they would have been solid. But now all they've done the last 20, 22 years is just piss on their legacy. And as much as I loved them and all that, especially because that was my main band, you know, in the days, you know, when I was a kid and all that, and before I discovered like Maiden and everything like that.
Mhm.
I mean, that was a band I personally defended thick and
Yeah.
thin, especially through the '80s and all that. When
Mhm.
you now, you know, you read the books and stuff like that, you learn that, you know, the '80s was just basically, the band was basically just a Paul Stanley solo project for all intents and purposes. And
Yeah.
all, and it shows in the quality of the albums and everything else like that. But I mean, I remember, you know, defending them and everything else for so many years, and then, but like I said, ever since, you know, since about 2003 or 2002, 2003, all they've done basically is piss on their legacy, and they're now basically nothing more but a washed up tribute act that's a mockery of what they used to be and everything else like that. It's just not worth going to see anymore and all. It's just,
Yeah.
I feel for anyone who is shelling out the ticket prices that they are charging and everything else to go see that crap. I mean, you've got a
Yeah.
singer that should have followed his own advice at minimum a decade ago and just hung it up because he just cannot
Yeah.
sing anymore.
Exactly.
And,
At least, like, you go to the main show. The main show is still good, and you know, I mean, you getting what you get there. I mean, there ain't no lip singing there. I mean, I mean,
oh
when
no,
me and Eric,
Steve Harris
me and
will
Eric
not
saw
get
them, that was solid. It was solid. It was solid.
And I am looking forward to that show again in October and all that. I'm looking forward to seeing what couple of songs they throw from the new album into that set.
Yeah.
And
They're not going to do a Fort Lauderdale show, right? No Fort Lauderdale at all.
no, because they've already done Fort Lauderdale for Legacy of the Beast. They did that back in 2019.
Okay.
So they don't make a habit of repeating a lot of cities. When they do these legs, they tend to go places they haven't already gone yet. So you're probably not going to see Fort Lauderdale again, probably until maybe 23 or 24, whenever they decide to fire up the Senjutsu tour. But
that's what I was wondering. I was going to say, are they going to have a tour for the new album, or are they going to?
They are, and their plans are probably not going to go over well here in the States. Because what they plan to do is, at least the preliminary talk, is that they intend to do the entire album for the Senjutsu tour. And that type of show is not going to go over well in the States, where, I mean, for me as a diehard fan, I'm like, bring that shit. I'll go see that all day and all that. But, you know, the average fan just wants to hear the hits, and the nothing but the hits. And
it's like Metallica did on their second show up in Rockville. They did the whole Black Album. That's all they did that one night. So, but you know, I would listen to the whole Black Album too. But I mean, that's worth listening to.
But you know, I mean, even with Maiden's album tours the last 20 years and all that, you know, every time I've gone to one of their shows where they're supporting a new album, it's, you know, and you hear the same complaint out of, you know, the I would say the non-diehards or the casual fans who go to those shows, and it's the same bitch. Oh, they play too much off the new album and all that. And it's like, that's what Maiden does. If you haven't figured that out by now,
they don't get air because
they don't get air. They don't get airplay. They don't get
radio play. So you know that's
right, because they're supporting that. Right, they're supporting that album. They're not going to go out there and say, "Hey, we're just going to play 2 songs and give you a throwback tour." They're like, "That's why we do throwback tours and all that. You want the classics? You come see us on the throwback tour. If you were supporting a new album, we're going to support that new album." And all that.
Yeah, I know we can't really go into it because it would really be a big discussion on that. But fans in this country are little bitches. I hate to say that. If you watch those fans in Chile and Argentina, they go to Peru and Argentina or over Europe and Japan. I mean, them fans, just massive, and they go crazy. And and the motion of the crowd, the whole crowd. Because I was watch some of their tours. They come here and half the people don't get. There's no motion. And me and Eric was saying, me and Eric was like, we was excited, man. We saw them, but we looked around the crowd and a lot of people up front, they just dead still. You guys, if you're right there in front stage and you're just dead still, I can't understand that at all. Yeah.
True.
But but you see those fans in Chile and especially when they go to Bolivia, those countries, them people go crazy, man.
And one of the big differences between those South American and European shows, compared with a lot of shows here in the States, and I'm not saying this particularly with Maiden, because with Maiden, the floor is, if you buy tickets on the floor, that's like no seats down there. That's like SRO, first come, first serve, grab your spot, everything like that, like it is everywhere else in Europe. But, most shows here in the States, it's assigned seating, blah, 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 stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, and then, if you got security all over the damn place, so you don't have that freedom to kind of like be that way in the States. Whereas, like I said, over in Europe and South America and everything like that, you buy a ticket, there's no assigned seating and stuff like that. It's get your ass in there, find your spot, and claim it. And
Dedication.
what you do after that, it's fair game and all that. I mean, it's
true fans. All your shows are true fans. That's the true fans,
right?
And that's why they like going to those. They love going. I did because I was watching some of their documentaries. They love going to South America. They love going to these certain European countries and stuff. Because the fans are just you can't beat them,
Right. Now, you guys know that Maiden is doing Rock in Rio again this year. And if they do like they normally have the past couple of years, they will live stream that show.
Nice.
So that'll be something to keep an eye out for, because I believe that's, I think it's either the first or second Friday in September. I think it's Labor Day weekend.
Nice.
That they're that Friday or Saturday that they're headlining.
Did you get to go to that warm up thing you were telling me about? You were telling me they were having.
Actually, we were going to do that, and then we saw the announcement that basically the whole thing the opening act wasn't going to be on until like 9 o'clock, and then Nico's band wasn't going to be on until like nearly 11. And that was like and they were doing like, a full 90-minute, 2-hour set. And
like
we
2 in the morning.
It was like a Thursday night. So of course Natalie and I had to work the next morning and all that. And we ended up passing on it, which really killed us to do it. And to have to pass on it, but it was like that was going to end like midnight 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, and then you're looking at about an hour drive back from 45 minutes back from Sebastian. It was like we would have been dead to go to work the next morning.
Wow.
And all that, but I from some people that I have heard from that went said it was absolutely awesome and all that. And a free show. They I saw some pictures from it. They did have a hell of a crowd up there for that, which is fantastic and all that, and hope to see more of that. But it just really sucked that we ended up having to pass on it at the last minute, just because it was like if it was like the opening, if they were going to start the thing at like 7, 8, the opening act does their thing and all that, and Nico's band is on like around 9, something we could have done that, but no, not getting out of Sebastian at like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. Just couldn't do it.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, Eric, you ain't sleeping on us, are you over there?
He's like, are you guys gonna shut up?
Eric, well, let's do. We got 5 more minutes. It'll be the 2-hour mark. We'll go for 5 more minutes. I got to step away 1 second. I'll be right back. But we'll hit it 5 minutes and we'll go to bed, Eric. Okay.
All right.
Eric, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. 1 second.
Eric's waiting to turn his birthday porn up and all that. Come on. Oh man, but good to see you're in good spirits, brother, and all that.
Thanks, I appreciate you. Yeah, man. Hopefully, NXT will come back for Pierce, man.
I have been looking into that, and from what I understand, they have no plans to take NXT back out on the road.
Oh man,
which is pretty sad. and all that, because that was the those were some of the best shows and all that, at least until towards the end there before the pandemic, where they were starting to get a little weak. But that the best thing you can do for developing talent and all that is to get them out in front of live crowds and stuff like that. And to be honest, I haven't watched NXT on TV now for a couple of months.
Oh, same here.
And all that, ever since the changeover to 2.0, I mean, I gave it a chance, but to me, it's just like watching another episode of Raw, and I haven't watched Raw in months. I think, except for one night, I think I watched maybe about an hour 15 of Raw, and I was like, okay, I am bored out of my mind. And all that. It's the same old shit. And it was like, and SmackDown, I'll watch a few minutes of it on occasion. But to be honest, in NXT, like I said, I have not watched NXT in such a long time. It's like, I've gotten to a point with like WWE to where I'm like, I just do not care. It was like when WrestleMania, I watched the first night, but I really wasn't into it because, it was the first major wrestling show since my father passed away and all that. And it was the family tradition that, my father would be here and all that. We would, do like a barbecue and stuff like that. And family would get together and we'll watch the show and all that. And when I tried to watch it this year, I was like, you know what? I'm just not into it. I don't care. I'm like, felt like I was just watching it to honor my father. And the second night, I just I didn't even turn it on and all that. And the WWE product is so damn predictable and all that. You could set your fucking watch to it. And it's so lame and boring and all that.
Especially NXT now.
Like I was saying while you were away, Jason, it's like I haven't watched NXT probably in months. Probably got to go back to maybe November or December. Probably the last time I really even watched it, paid much of any attention to it.
Half of those people are probably gone now because they release people like crazy. Now it's like,
and they just let a whole bunch of talent go and all that.
Joe, could you imagine that would happen when we were doing Fort Pierce? Because we sort of got, even the jobbers, man, we got, familiar with those wrestlers. We knew them, every jobber, Justin had his favorite Mr. Clean, had all his favorite, all his favorite. And now, could you imagine if we'd have been in that era, because they didn't release many of that people back then. You might get a person here, it was because of a drug incident or some stupid thing they did. But could you imagine us like, could you imagine, the wrestlers that we've seen, they just we've been there and Mr. Clean's gone the next week, or Sensei's gone. It'd be like, we use these people every month and they just started releasing it because we'd had been raising hell, the Fort Pierce crew there. Because I got mad sometimes when when one of the wrestlers didn't get to come because Mr. Clean, I was wanting Mr. Clean to come, or a certain one that we like to boo every week or something, and
Reeves.
Reeves or something. Hey,
Mr. Clean of who was the
and then you go to the Waffle House and eat an omelet with him afterwards.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, he was there every week. But I can't imagine, like these fans now, because sometimes they go to every Full Sail, and it's like, and they're breaking up groups, they're breaking up, main storylines, and they're here one week, find the time, next week they're at Circle K working. That's pretty much the way they got them. They're out the door.
Right. I mean, were you guys there the night I reversed the heat on Adam Cole and all that when he was cutting his one promo?
In Fort Pierce?
Yeah.
Or it doesn't. I think so. Yeah, I believe so.
It was Fort Pierce, and he was in the main event. I forget who he was up against, and all that. And he came out, and he started. He's trying to cut this heel promo and all that. He's like, "Yeah, Fort Pierce sucks," and everything else like that.
Yeah,
and I started this Fort Pierce sucks chant. And everyone's
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
he looked right over at me. He's like, "You're fucking kidding, right?" I was like, "It's true, man. Fort Pierce sucks and all that."
Oh yeah. Well, who was that? What was his name? When we first, I was one of the first shows I went to. What's his name? He went to New Japan. He come out like a hit. I can't remember his Juice or something. He was a hippie or something. I don't know what he goes by now.
C.J. Parker.
C.J. Parker, that was him. Yeah, I think it was Juice or something like that. Yeah, he come out there and had the Fort Pierce sucks signs and all that. Oh my God!
Yeah, he used to carry those fans around, and then Elias.
Oh my God! I used to love it. I used to love. Then they actually, I think he got let go or he quit or something. I don't know what happened.
He got
released.
released.
I was like, man,
he asked for release.
Yeah.
I
was like,
that was one of the.
Isn't The Rock supposed to fight WWE?
What's that?
The Rock. Dwayne Johnson? Wasn't he?
Who knows? Who knows? I've heard Disney's going to buy him. I heard NBC's going to buy him. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen to WWE? They're rumored that once McMahon dies or whatever he does, I mean, they'll sell him to somebody. I mean, probably NBC since they got them on all their cable networks and all that. But then they keep saying Disney's going. Well, what's Disney going to buy them? Are they going to put them in the small world or something? Have all this thing. I posted that video on Facebook. It was from like 1987 when they used to do. They all got up in a choir thing and singing. What's that song they sing? Oh God, let me go. Let me find it on Facebook. Eric, brother, I'm sorry, man. Let me see.
What was that? That WWE wrestler song?
Yeah. Oh my God. Because I saw that the other day. What's that song?
Land of a Thousand Voices or some shit like that. They
oh my God. I was laughing my ass off. Wait, here it is. If you only knew, I won't put it on copyright, but if you can see them, if I don't copyright me, when they're all in a choir and stuff and they're singing, and you got all the old timers. It's like, like, man, dude, I was like, man, I was born back as a kid, man. You had Jake the Snake in there, Mr. Fuji, you had Hercules, Bobby the Brain, they're all Heart Foundation, Nikolai, they're all together in a whole little choir singing. I was like, oh my God. I can see Disney doing that, putting all the characters, have John Cena, little John Cena thing. He just sings his song, and then you go into the Rock song. And
you must fight 8 styles.
Give Mickey Mouse a stunner in Stone Cold area, whatever. Well, no, Stone Cold. We had to put Elsa in the Frozen area and make him Stone Cold or something. But we're at the 2-hour mark. I know Eric's about ready to kill me now because I told him we was going to do it for an hour. So, but guys, I appreciate everybody coming to chat. Wish Eric a happy birthday. Deej, he got we had Bad Bunny come in. Well, he's a Bad Bunny, but he came in early and sang to Eric and all that. So I couldn't afford the original Bad Bunny, but I got a Bad Bunny for him to sing. So we had that earlier. The president stopped by. Both presidents, the dumbass and the real president. He stopped by and said hi to him. A couple others. Dog came by and barked at him and all that. So we had a couple good friends.
Wait a minute. You mean the dumbass president was able to put a cognitive sentence together long enough to say happy birthday?
Yeah, he's right here. Yeah, he said he was like,
it's my birthday. Yes. Oh, you shouldn't have done, really. Oh, happy birthday to me.
Oh man, I'm surprised you didn't find poor man's Peppermint Patty to do it.
And then he tried to shake the hand of the Invisible Man.
Yeah, and it was a good time and all that, but Joe, you don't have a channel. I was gonna say shout out your channel, but you don't have a channel.
No, I haven't gone that far yet. But I'm thinking about maybe grabbing some equipment or something so that these.
Yeah, let me know when you do, man. I'll hop on. Let me know. We'll get you, bro. We'll get you going, man. Eric, same way. I gotta get Eric going. Probably this summer we'll get him going on full time. He's gonna. You know, right, Eric? You're gonna do your Everything Goes show.
Anything goes, show. That's
Anything goes, man. Anything goes. Joe, we're gonna have to. You go to the Bills game. You have to be like that guy in WWE with the green shirt. He's like at every game and every show and every. You know what I'm talking about?
I know. I cannot stand that mofo.
I was like, I was going to tell Matthew. I said, man, you got to be like that guy. I mean, I know Matthew's at all the big shows, and I said, but you ain't got that guy top, man. That guy's got you top, man. I see him front and center every event, every SmackDown, every Raw.
Matter of fact, of WWE for I guess they just had a freaking pay-per-view event on Mother's Day and all that, and they sent me one of those surveys. It was like, did you watch it and all that? And I was like, no. And it was like, can you please explain why you did? Oh yeah, WrestleMania Backlash. I was like, why did you not watch WrestleMania Backlash? I was like, well, one, it's Mother's Day. I was like, and family's more important. Even though my mother's up in Pennsylvania, I still spend a good time of the day talking to my mom and all that. I was like, two, I'm sick and tired of turning on your fucking pay-per-views and seeing that fucking moron with the neon green shirt and the dirty hat. I was like, get that dude to change the clothes and all that.
He looks like somebody from Okeechobee. I'm like, where the hell is this guy? Is he like a multi-millionaire or something? I'm like,
no. What it is from what I read is that he's some lucky jackoff who won the fucking lottery at some point, and now all he does is blow his lottery money buying wrestling tickets and shit like that. And
he must have just went to Vince and say, hey, Vince, I want that one seat every freaking time where they can show my face on camera.
I'm like, I'm like, yeah, it's cool if you want to go to every fucking event and all that. I mean, I get that, because like Matt and Neil, do it all the time as well.
Oh, I know. But I don't see them front and center every show though.
Well, it's not only that; it's that Matt and Neil don't act like a bunch of attention whores and all that. Because I'm like, when you're sitting there wearing the same dirty fucking brown hat and the stupid ass smiley face neon green shirt, saying, "Look at me, look at me, look at me," you're nothing more but a goddamn attention.
He must have 100 of those shirts. He must have like 100 of those same shirts. That's all he wears all the time. I wonder what he does when he sees. Does he go crazy when he sees the wrestlers in the back? Or I wonder if he goes to the back or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know and all that, but it's like if I turn on a wrestling show and I see that jack off on TV, I just turn it off because it's like
me and Eric, when they have another show nearby, I'm gonna get Eric get Sean to go meet him and get his autograph. So we'll. Okay. That's our autograph specialist on the show, on our wrestling show. We have Sean's he's the TMZ of wrestling for us. So we get him to do all the dirty stuff.
I wouldn't give that fucking smiley face wearing motherfucker the fucking satisfaction of thinking he's some sort of fucking celebrity or some shit.
Yeah, I don't know his name, but hey, guy in the green shirt, if you watch this, hey, thank you for watching us, for talking about you. That might be that one goddamn little view I'm watching up there. This might be him, man. I get that.
Might be him. Might be him. He goes, fuck it.
I might get unsubbed tonight. He'll unsub me tonight because he's like, "Hey, motherfuckers, I used to watch them every show, just like wrestling. Front center. I was front center."
Fucking old fucking jack off from Port St. Louis sitting here talking shit about me on a channel with like one fucking viewer watching all that shit. Yeah, the sad part is the one viewer is probably my fucking stream on the Xbox.
Yeah, might be, man. Might be. Thank you, Xbox.
Let me turn my Xbox off.
And I'll lose all my viewers. I mean, we're just talking to ourselves. Hey, that's cool. We're talking to ourselves. We're having fun. If anybody's watching, hey, we appreciate you listening to a bunch of guys from Florida. We call Florida guys. Yeah. So.
All right, I just cut it off on my Xbox.
Hey, I didn't lose nobody, so we still got 4 people, unfortunate souls watching us, like they say. On a Saturday night where they should be at the club, they're watching 3 guys from Florida talking about some guy with a green shirt and a dirty old brown hat. So, and it's just talk behind the trailer park, guys. Yeah. Trailer park.
Next thing you know, Jack Off will be at the show with a sign that says "Fuck you, Metal Taco Show." That Darth
These 3 guys from Florida. What the hell? Florida guy. Yep, I just lost one viewer. That must have been him. He had enough. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have. Well, we'll go cut it off here in a second, guys. So,
happy birthday, my brother.
Happy birthday, Eric. That's the main thing. Happy birthday. And like I said,
Absolutely.
This summer we're gonna celebrate, even though it's belated birthday. We're gonna do it this sometime in June or something. We all get to go to a show. So I'll let you know. I'll let you know when this CCW shows come. I think it's in June. I'm not 100% sure.
I think it is.
Joe, so I'll let you know, Joe. I think it's in June. Yeah. I'm not 100% sure. They got a bunch of them. I know Sean sends me stuff every week. I mean, I'm telling you, he's like I go on Twitter fan. He sends me a link to every show this week. I mean, if I had money like the guy in the green shirt, I could go to every show, but I can't go to them every show. So, but
yeah,
I know he had me he sent me a link to a show in the middle of, I don't know, it was like show somewhere in Palm Beach, and I'd never even heard of nobody on there, and it was like, oh yeah, this, and it was like it looked like you pull out behind a building and get jumped. It was, I didn't know what the hell this place was he sent me to, so I was like, I don't know, Sean, about this one, but I can't go to it, man. It's but I was gonna say, I think, like I said, I think it's June. It's supposed to be a 4th of July type show, so it's probably towards the end of June. It's the Star Spangled. Well, ARW has another one too. I know they're having a Star Spangled, but theirs going to be in July. So this is like the second annual. They should be at Port St. Lucie unless they've moved it. So, and then me and Eric went to that show in the one at the soccer place, ECW, or no, it was ESW or something, and they said they're coming up with another show too. So. I don't know. He was talking about going to the Fin Center, and I'm like, hey, that'd be cool, but I know their rent's pretty high. You know, that's the only thing I know. But
true.
We'll see what happens. Hopefully, gas will be down a little bit by then, or I'll have to borrow one of Eric's horses, man, to make it over there. But, all right, everybody, have a great night. Everybody in chat, Thank you again.
Yeah, man,
we'll try. Hopefully, we'll have a show probably in the near future. I'm probably, like, the next 2 weeks is going to be probably hell with me at work because it's graduation, baccalaureate, all this stuff's going on. So I'm probably going to be working my ass off for the next 2 weeks. So, but I'll probably be in Eric. And Eric's got a few things going, and Joe, I'll get with you, and we'll try to get us another show going.
Absolutely, and just remember, folks, life is too short to listen to shitty music, and I'm out.
Exactly. And good night, everybody.
Good night, guys.
Have a good night.
My birthday, celebrate yourselves, because you are the ones who made me great, and I will acknowledge your contributions with donuts.